Hello, my name is Joey. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to review my e-bike, the Giant Explorer Plus 3. Hope you can get some good information, and I hope it helps you make a decision on your e-bike purchase. Okay? So this bike is awesome. I use it to commute to work. My work's about 15-20 minutes. Uh, That's by car, by motorcycle, and by bicycle. It's really odd because when you go in a car, you're stuck in traffic, so it takes you 20 minutes. Motorcycle, same deal. But my bike takes similar amount of time, but you don't really have to deal with traffic. So I love this bike. Okay, aluminum frame, very sturdy. Although it's not very light because of the motor and the battery. I think this bike weighs about 20 kilograms. It's really heavy. So if you're carrying it up the stairs every day and you don't have an elevator or something that will carry it for you, it's not great. It's super heavy. Okay? However, because it's heavy, because these big 2-inch tires, it rides like better than any bike I've ever rode. It slaps road bikes in the face, folding bikes, just like child's play. Okay? It has like nice wide handlebars. You know, I'm 6 foot, okay? Nice wide handlebars. I do have a stem riser, it's like an L shape. It goes like this, your handlebar here. All right. It comes equipped with the front suspension. Suspension's not great. Now, when I say not great, I'm just saying it's no Fox shock, but they do the job. Okay, it's just as a spring inside. There's no presets. You cannot adjust the load. It's just, you cannot lock the travel. It's just a straight up cheapo suspension. That does its job pretty well. It comes equipped with front and rear lights. They don't flash or anything. They're just on. They're stationary. But they're pretty bright, especially the front one. I do have additional lights in the back right here and a little bit towed away back here for added visibility, because where I live in South Korea, cars really don't see you. And even if they do, they don't care. So I want to be seen as much as possible. It also comes with this heavy duty rack. This thing can hold 25 kilograms, which is roughly 50 pounds for my folks in North America. And it has a rack here and a rack here. I attach it here because it works better for me and my engineer. By the way, Ortlieb is great. Okay, comes with this kickstand. Now the cool thing about this is that there's a button back here, and you can adjust the height depending on the type of terrain that you're on. So let's say you're on a slope. You want your kickstand to be the longest. But let's say you're on another opposite slope. Then you can shorten the length of your kickstand. Okay? I upgraded a few things, like my seat. This is the Brooks, C19 Cambium seat. It's got like this hole cut out in the middle. This is a must for men for longer rides, because your you-know-what gets kind of scrunched up sometimes if there's no escape. But this provides a nice little escape for the you-know-what. And then this seat, I will say it's not the most comfortable, but I really like it because it's like kind of smooth, but when it gets a little bit wet, like from your butt sweat when you get swamp ass, it sort of provides a grip, and I really like that compared to the original seat, which is like super cushiony. Sometimes I do wish I have it like swap it out, but I just stick to this. I have a bunch of little bags, okay? And I find this to be better than having one giant bag, like a handlebar bag in the front, because handlebar bag, first of all, handlebar bags are heavy, okay? Yeah, they're really heavy. They're like 2-3 pounds. I'm sure you can find really cheap ones, but you gotta use the cables to install them, and that's just not me. I don't want to do any of that, okay? And yeah, and they're expensive. Yeah, so when you have the smaller bags, like I put my bike lock, my wallet in here if you want to. Okay, my cup goes here, or sunglasses. My sunglass pouch is here. Really, whatever you need, you can put it in these bags, and they're pretty organized already instead of having one big bag. And normally, it's just one giant like Tupperware, pretty much. You just throw stuff in. There's no padding. There's no nothing really. It just bounces around, and I don't really want that. So there it is. And then I have this handy dandy mirror from Bell. It's $5, and it's fisheye. So it's gives you a wide range of view. Although the image that's reflecting is quite small. That's the only downside. But this thing has 5 modes. It's got touring, sport, what does it have? It's got touring, it's got eco, which is pretty much useless. Doesn't really feel like anything. You have tour, you have active, you have sport, and power. Now power will cut your range by half, but power, when you use it on a steep hill, it feels like you're on flat ground. So it does provide a great deal of assistance. One extra thing to note is the bike's great, okay? It's got hydraulic brakes. These things will make you come to a screeching halt. They are really, really awesome. And I feel like it's a necessity for a bike of this caliber. I mean, this bike's heavy, and so am I. So I need all the braking power I can get. And I will definitely say these brakes have saved me a couple times, to say the least, from stuff just pulling out in front of me, cars cutting me off, what have you. There's a bell. It's not great, but it was free. It was included in the bike. That's pretty much it. The only concern I have is kind of like the longevity of the battery. However, I've used it for about a month. I think I only charged it maybe 10 times. Not even. I think I charged it like 5, 6 times. And the battery is still kicking really well. I know that's not a whole lot of charges, but it's a Samsung battery. It's from a reputable company. And if I remember correctly, I think the battery gets a 1-year warranty. The frame gets a 5-year warranty. So you're covered there. And I know that you can purchase an additional battery pack that goes in the belly of the bike. It's like $600. It's not cheap, but I think it gives you another, 30 miles of range, something like that. Now I love this bike because it's comfortable. It's definitely bigger than a regular mountain bike or any bike. It is heavy, but she is awesome commuting / touring machine. I took this on a 60-mile ride a couple weekends ago, and it held up just fine. And I totally forgot my charger, but it carried me through all the way, no problem. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments. I will answer them to the best of my abilities. It's got 70 Newton meters of torque. I really don't know what that means, because sometimes motorcycles, like a 125cc motorcycle, will have 70 Newton meters of torque. But obviously it can't go as fast as a motorcycle. So I don't know. I don't know the science behind the e-bike, but what I do know is this bike is awesome. And for the price, it's also awesome. Because if you go to the competitors like Specialized or Trek, I think Trek's their entry-level e-bike was, I think it was like $4,800. And it had the same range, pretty much same technology. The rack was far less superior than this one. The rack was just, there was no flat part. It just had the bars on the side. And I don't see how it can cost so much more than this one, when this one's so great. Specialized too. Their bikes are in the $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 range. And I don't have that kind of money to spend. I want the experience of riding a bike, but I really don't want to break my bank. And while this bike is $2,500, not cheap, it's definitely been worth it. And I think if I ride it for a year or two, I will definitely break even with some of the operating and maintenance costs of my motor vehicles, like my motorcycle or car. Okay? I love cycling. Guys, I hope this video made sense. It was my first one, and I hope that you got some good information out of it. Please let me know any kind of questions. It can be technical, or it could be just my own personal opinion, or just sharing my experiences with the bike. I'll be happy to answer them all. Okay? I appreciate it. How we doing on time? 11 minutes. I think I did okay. All right. Take care. Ride safe. Make sure you wear your helmet. Okay? All right. Bye.